Morning, guys. 1,000 times here. I hope you're off to a wonderful morning. Today I just wanted to talk about two things, kind of unrelated, but hopefully you'll be interested in them. The first is, in the music industry, it's really important not to take anything personally. There's so many moving parts to anything that's going on with people in the music industry. And I'm talking about like music business, not like, when you're, just hanging out with your friends at like an open mic. That's different. That's actually, you're trying to network and build and grow. But what I'm talking about is not taking things personally. Like, say a year ago, you DM this person and you couldn't get their attention at all. They wouldn't message you back. Well, don't take that personally. Now, a year later, and maybe they're reaching out to you, or you reach out to them and they hit you back. The music industry is all about perceptions. It's all about what can this person bring to me, or what you can do for the other person. But that's just the nature of the beast. And as much as you can try to take that out of it and say, we're just all here to just, have fun and do this, do that, it's not the case. Everybody needs to bring something to the table for the music partnership to thrive. So there's that. And that I was thinking about that this morning, and then that led me to think about one of my favorite books, which is called The 4 Agreements by Paul Kehoe, I believe his name is. Google it. It's a really great book, really straightforward, to the point. But basically it's just a different mindset, if you will, that most of the time when something happens to you, or you perceive that somebody did something to slight you, unless they actually tell you that they have a problem with you, or that they are doing something to slight you, 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, it's not intentional. It's that there's an entire world that these people are dealing with, that everybody's dealing with. Everybody's being pulled in a million directions. And sometimes people's feelings can get hurt. So I don't know why that was on my mind today, but I thought about that, and I figured you guys would be interested to know that there's a really great book out there called The 4 Agreements. And I was actually running around looking for it, couldn't find it. But I found this book, which is another amazing book called Autobiography of a Yogi. And they say the lore is that this was the only book that Steve Jobs read. He just read this same book on repeat once a year for his whole life. And even Wiz Khalifa, not to be out here name dropping, but like 2 weeks ago on his stories, he was reading this book. Maybe not 2 weeks ago, about a month ago, he was reading this book. It's powerful. I admit I didn't make it through the whole thing. I got maybe to like page 200, and then I got distracted. But I'm thinking about picking it up again, because this book is crazy. If you believe the stories in this book, I don't want to ruin it for you, but basically anything's possible. I mean, I'll leave it at that. You got to check this book out. So really cool. So I don't know, this turned into a book review today, but those are my 2 thoughts on my mind, is that in the music industry is fickle. Definitely be out here building authentic relationships, but also know that nobody, I don't want to say that. Some people are doing music purely for the fun and the joy of it. And part of me wishes I could be one of those people, like have no interest to like, monetize music thoroughly, and you know what I mean. There's some people that just do it for the love of it, and that's beautiful. But for the most part, if you are trying to collaborate with people and build and grow, like anything that involves the human nature, there has to be a give and take, and there has to be some sort of equality when it comes to collaborating and working together. And then those 2 books. So kind of all over there today. Didn't want to, talk too much, but definitely check tomorrow for another great video. I'll keep looking for that book, Before Agreements, and order it. It's not much. It's like less than $10 on Amazon. And yeah, we'll talk soon.